Blame him.
Yeah.
Does a plant blame the sun when it dies? The only reason the plant's alive is the sun. Listen, can we just get LeBron and blame? Let's not use those words in a sentence. Let's use dominant, valuable, selfless, communal. The reality is this is a championship team, and if you want to say, LeBron sought scores and it's hurt their defense, I don't think that's blame. I think that's the reality. I think LeBron said, Golden State's the team we're going to meet. And so they said, we want more shooters. And the front office said, okay, we'll get you shooters. And I think to some degree, a lot of your great shooters aren't great defenders, aren't your grittier players. But blame? I mean, guys take pay cuts to play with LeBron. Guys take pay cuts and move to Cleveland to play with LeBron. He's not to blame for anything.
No one's perfect, and his name's LeBron, not Jesus. And so he can be blamed. And I think he deserves some blame here because he's trying to do too much, Colin. I think he has the disease that a lot of people have. They think they can have everything. I'm going to be a social justice warrior. I'm going to heal the world. I'm going to win championships. I'm going to be better than Michael Jordan. I'm going to be the general manager and the head coach. I'm going to do it all. I'm going to bicker with Charles Barkley and LeVar Ball. I'm going to do everything because I'm LeBron James and I was born with all these gifts. And not everybody can do it all. I think LeBron has lost a little bit of a focus. I think LeBron, every few years, goes off the rails.
A little bit.
Because he's too talented. And so, yeah, I do blame LeBron. Again, right now, my approval rating on LeBron is around 70, 71%.
Oh, it's down to 71.
71%. And if this slide continues, it could drop into the 60s.
Well, I'm going to use the word blame, and you can blame him because the team got spoiled. Before he came back, they won 23% of their games. You're in the lottery 4 years in a row. Then he comes back, you're in the championship 2 years in a row. It's called complacency. What happens is the group of guys get together now and figure they can turn it off and on. Because you got the greatest player in the world, you know that he's going to be there. Coach, you understand this. And how do you pick and choose and push the right buttons? To me, when they added Kyle Korver, and you talked about this, what they didn't add was speed. You know, San Antonio is the 5th fastest pace-playing team in the league. It don't even sound right, like San Antonio. Cleveland is in the 20th. So they've added, yes, shooter, Darren Williams, but they didn't add speed on the perimeter. Or youth.
They're becoming an old team.
So you're talking about going 8 and 10? Their offense is, except for last night, playing fine, but you're giving up 109 points. That's the issue, is the defensive end of the court.
Well, you can blame LeBron James for being great. Because what has happened, all the players that are coming to play in Cleveland are at the end of their career and won a championship. And they want LeBron to lead them to that championship, but they don't want to be held accountable to helping him win that championship. And that's a big problem. Plus not having you.
They want to ride his coattails.
They just want to ride LeBron. I'm going to play with LeBron. He's going to give me a championship that I didn't get when I was younger because I didn't play the right way. I didn't die, whatever the issue is that kept him from winning the championship. But they don't play defense. They don't have toughness, they can't rebound, and they want LeBron to make every play for every player that's on the court.
I mean, when I look at them, let's say I didn't know, if you just gave me their roster, and I didn't know anything about, just take LeBron out of the roster. If you took the roster and you showed it to me from Kyrie Irving on, there's not an elite defender there. I mean, Kyrie's below average.
Maybe Shumpert a little bit. Not
he
elite,
gives the effort.
Maybe not elite, but he can guard multiple.
But I mean, you just gave me those players.
Thompson's defense is, a rebounding is defense.
But if I looked at that roster, I would say, wow, who's manning up a guy in the perimeter? It's not built to be great. Now, you would clearly look at that roster and go, oh, they're built to shoot threes. And they do have 9 guys who can effectively hit a three if James Jones plays. But, I mean, the roster's been built. The blame you're saying is LeBron engineered the roster. To some degree, yes. And if you want to blame him for that, okay. It's an offensive, heavy roster, and they lack toughness.
I think, again, he's the leader. Him taking on everything, his lack of focus. I think a lot of times when LeBron's talking after the game about we're not tough enough and he's taking all these shots at teammates and we need to do this, this, and this, I think some of his teammates are sitting back there, hey, man, there's some things you could do. You could be more focused on what we have here. You have 3 titles.
By the way,
some of us don't.
Why does Kyrie never talk after games? I mean, does LeBron have to do all the talking and the plan? Kyrie needs to take more of a leadership role.
LeBron's the only voice that wants to be heard.
I say this, though, but here's the thing. When you play with LeBron, you understand what comes with that. When I played with Kobe, you knew what came with that. Kobe...
You wasn't getting the ball?
Well, you know that, but Kobe was going to be tough on his players. You knew that. And with LeBron, it's the same thing. Now, I will say this. Not having Andrew Bogut in the lineup, to me, from a defensive perspective...
Yeah, those 12 minutes a
No,
game.
it doesn't matter because now you got a rim protector. And
For 12 minutes.
Keep in mind, J.R. Smith, not playing healthy. I mean, just kind of getting back into the fold.
Yeah.
Kevin Love has been hurt. Iman Shumpert has been hurt. So
8 and 10 since the All-Star
You've been
break.
dealing with all this stuff. Don't get me wrong. To me, I just think that, one, they don't care as much defensively, and it's showing, and that's why they're losing a lot of basketball games.
And you have to understand, too, being in the finals 2 straight years and then doing all the heavy lifting till the first of the year, they can have a slump. There's teams now that got to win every game just to try to get an 8th spot. But they can get it together, get focused, and they will, and LeBron will come with them. He's doing some stuff now trying to get guys motivated and getting guys focused because he's going to be focused.
Sounds like a spoiled team. It's a spoiled team.
Because success
can relate.
came with it.
The women I dated, they all been spoiled.
spoiled by
Born
you.
with so many gifts that